I'm going all in.
He is Matthew West. He's all in. He's joining us on Skype this morning. Dude, we're doing great. Doing really good.
I was just calling to request that you play some Matthew West this morning.
We got it for you. You know what? You're social distanced right now.
Yeah.
You're spending a lot of time at home. And I see that, well, there's a unique way that you and your wife are washing your hands right now.
I was taking a bath round about a Saturday night.
So Saturday night, hand washing at the West's house.
Man, can you tell we're getting a little bit of that cabin fever, Rob?
Oh, man.
You know, and it's funny. I got so much criticism from that post of me and my family washing our hands, my wife and I, because they said that I left the water running the whole time. That I wasn't concerned.
Oh,
I said, guys, come on, man. Go easy on me. But we're just trying to spread that message of safety and, we're trying to keep our sanity. And that's why I was calling you guys this morning, just to make sure you're keeping your sanity and encourage your listeners this morning. Because I know it's a crazy time in our world.
It is. And those girls that you're in the house with, you're kind of a girl dad. They got you doing all kinds of craziness, like putting on those mud masks. So I thought, I'm going to get Rob to do it too.
Yeah, Rob. I actually just put mine on.
It looks like a scary movie. I wasn't sure if it was a skin treatment or a scary movie.
Kinda. I mean, I see you on Instagram with your girls, and you guys got the whole thing going there. So I thought, hey, why not?
Yeah.
Rob, I'm going to tell you guys something. By you doing that face mask right now and by me doing mine, here's what I had to do. I had to trade in my man card. But I'm going to tell you, my skin is glowing. And I have no regrets.
Right. We've been telling you guys for years that you should do these things.
Wow.
It works, right? I can see the difference in you already, Rob.
You're glowing.
I'm glowing, and I don't even have the mask off right now. I have the mask on. Wait till you see this on his radio TV a little bit later. I've learned it sounds like you have to give yourself a pep talk a lot. I mean, we've discovered this on your Instagram.
You're good enough. You're smart enough. Doggone it, people are going to like this music.
Yeah, and we like you too.
I got to remember to think twice before I post something on social media now that I know that his radio is stalking.
Right? We're creepers, right?
You remember that quote? I think that was an old Saturday Night Live skit from when I was in college.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he would do those pep talks. I think he gave one to the great Michael Jordan once. And he said, "You're good." And they had Michael Jordan look in the mirror and say, "I'm good enough. I'm smart enough."
People like me.
That's right.
We're all having weird conversations in the mirror these days because we don't have many other people to talk to. That's why I'm glad to talk to you guys today.
But what's really cool is we can go on your social media and get daily encouragement. Especially like Pop Wee has a lot of your stuff and those daily encouragements on his page as well.
Yeah, my dad and I have a ministry together called Pop Wee, and he's my pop, and we're a community that's, the idea was to go deeper than just the music that I'm making, and so during these kind of social distance times, I'm just trying to follow your guys' lead. I mean, you guys are broadcasting every day, and one of the reasons why I was excited to call you today was just to say thank you to you guys because, you guys have families and lives and yet you're still broadcasting your message of hope to your listeners every day right now, which is needed more than ever. So on my social media channels, we do we call it quarantine quiet time every day at 11:30 Central. And honestly, it's kind of selfish because one of the ways I stay encouraged is by encouraging other people. And so we're doing just a 10-minute devotional every day, and we share the scripture that my family is reading every day. And man, it's been so cool to get comments from people from all around the world just sharing how they're joining that little community and we're having a quiet time together. And
you bring us into your home, which is so great. I love that.
Oh man, well you guys are welcome in my home anytime. Of course, since you're stalking me on social media, you probably already have my address in your map.
Yeah, we sure do. As a matter of fact, go check your front door.
Yeah. Knock.
We're right there.
If you sent me some toilet paper through Amazon, then thank you.
You know what? There's a big truckload coming.
Exactly.
In
Hey,
the next
who
hour.
would have thought? Who would have thought that that's going to wind up being? Who would have thought toilet paper would wind up being the go-to Christmas gift for
right?
2020?
It's our new
huh?
currency.
Yeah. So let's go back I don't know, about 3 weeks ago, and you're doing this special thing in New York.
Yeah, and now, I mean, it's haunting seeing the pictures of New York City right now, isn't it? Just the empty streets, and it wasn't like that a few weeks ago when I was there. And YouTube never had a Christian artist in their studios before, and for whatever reason, I got an invitation to come and do a special concert in the YouTube studios in New York. And so they basically made these music videos for some of the songs off of my brand new album. So we've been sort of debuting those videos. Which, it's kind of fun to be able to provide some entertainment like that while people are sitting in front of their phones a lot more. And, we might as well send a positive message out there.
Yeah, right. Did you, even your wildest dreams, you think that whole Corona thing was going to hit the way it did just a week or two later after you left?
I'll tell you what, I mean, it was scary. Well, not only that, but after we filmed in New York City, we began a tour with Casting Crowns. Have you guys heard of Casting Crowns?
Yeah, a little group, yeah.
Maybe a song.
They're nobody.
I'll tell you what, guys, I think they've got a really bright future ahead of them. I'm going to go ahead and call my shot on that. I started a tour with them, and we're out on the road. We're singing Nobody together every night. And we're in places like Albany, New York, and Trenton, New Jersey, right? And then next thing I know, my band and crew were all home in Nashville. Everybody's isolated and the tour's canceled. And I'm turning on the news and I'm seeing governors speaking from, guess where? Albany, New York, Trenton, New Jersey, all these cities that we had just traveled to. So it's been a little bit of a scary time, even coming home from that. And just praying for health, and then praying for all the communities that we traveled to and the communities that we were supposed to travel to. It's real disappointing not being able to go and sing about Jesus all around the country, especially when that's something I love to do.
Yeah, but think about it. You're getting into everybody's homes, and the audience is even wider, and then they're going to get to know who you are. They're going to share it with their friends, and then when we get back out of this social distancing, now that's a party.
Well, Liz, I think what I'm hearing you say is that to know me is to love me. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yes, it is.
That was my big takeaway from what you said.
And there's a lot of love.
Yeah.
Well, Matthew West, we so appreciate the time. You are a cool dude. Just know that.
I want to say one more time, I called my record label and I asked if the radio stations were all still broadcasting during this time. And they said, well, of course they are. They're actually considered first responders. And I didn't realize that. And I just thought, I'm sitting here in Nashville and I want to, I've done a lot of interviews with you guys and your ministry is awesome. And we've been partners together for a long time. So I just wanted to call and say thank you. And I know your listeners are appreciative. And then I also just want to encourage your listeners today. I know there's a lot of fear. I know there's a lot of uncertainty, a lot of stress and anxiety. And, the music that I put out is what I'm trying to live by these days. The reminder that God stays with us, even when we're in uncertain times. We can be certain of the hope we have in Christ. And so I'm praying for your listeners during this time, and I hope to be with you all again in person soon.
His Morning Crew.
New movies to watch. What's your favorite movies? Maybe your top 3, top 5 that you can always watch to get you through your social distancing.
Oh, so I can, if I pop this in, I don't mind watching it over and over and over again.
And not even as background, like you're into it. What are your favorites?
That's easy for me.
Okay.
Back to the Future. I love all 3 Back to the Future. I have watched those countless many times since they've been out.
Yeah.
I remember going to the theater over and over again
Right?
and seeing them.
Yeah.
I kind of like 2 the most.
What's
I don't know
2?
why. That's the Western. No, that's the Western.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, right.
Yeah. Wait a minute. I'm wrong. That's the future. That's the future.
They go
I
to
like
the
those.
future. Yes.
They go to the future. Okay. I should know these. Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
I
but
can watch
which
that
ones?
over again. The first one and the third one.
Okay.
With Sean Connery in the third one. And I can watch Rocky. Now, and I have an order. That'll be Rocky 3
Okay.
and then Rocky 4. Those are the first 2 Rocky movies I ever watched, and then I watched all of them after
Is
that.
3 the one with Mr. T?
Yes, it is.
And then 4 is, what's the reference point of
The
that? Dolph
Russian?
Lundgren?
The Russian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know Dolph Lundgren went to Clemson University?
No.
Okay, that's a side note.
But I like the guy even more now.
Exactly.
Yeah, you?
Okay, me, Mission Impossible. I could watch Mission Impossible and James Bond like all the time, but I think my top two are Ghost Protocol and Rogue Nation.
Okay.
I know, I love them.
Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just like his movies.
All right.
And then The Greatest Showman. I know
I knew that was coming.
I know every
I
lyric,
knew it.
every song.
Oh.
This is me. Yeah.
You get along with my wife and daughter.
Oh.
They could watch that all the time.
We can have, after all of this, a girls' The Greatest Showman dance party.
Oh, no.
Looking
oh,
forward
no.
to it. Amy, call me.
I need to have a boys' night out after all this is done. Okay. Well, what about you?
Yeah.
We'd love to hear from you. 800-447-7234. Call or text. Be a part of His Morning Crew and the open mic on the My His Radio app.
Rob and Liz.
His Morning Crew.
Social distancing has a lot of people in front of the TV, probably you. And so we started thinking about if you could name top 3 movies.
Yeah.
3 movies that you could watch over and over again. What would they be?
Yeah, I would say Mission Impossible, Rogue Nation, Ghost Protocol, and The Greatest Showman for myself.
Okay.
And then you're more...
I'm Back to the Future, Indiana Jones, and Rocky for me.
Yeah. Well, we got a text from Terry. She said Free Willy, which I hadn't thought about in a while.
Oh, yeah.
Gone with the Wind, and Swoon, Sleepless in Seattle.
I forgot about that one.
I love...
Meg Ryan.
Yeah, and Tom Hanks.
Yeah.
Then you've got Lillian, and Lillian starts out with Titanic. It's about a year and a half long, but worth it. Love
right.
it. The Notebook, yes. Fireproof, and War Room, which I love.
I love those last 2 movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, indeed. So here's Deidre. What about you, Deidre? You're on His Radio.
Jaws.
What? Wait.
Really?
At a time like this, you're watching Jaws?
Jaws is just a great movie. It's got wonderful performances. The chemistry between Richard Dreyfuss and Roy Scheider are just horrific. I love it.
You're going to need a bigger boat.
Amazing performances. It's not a musical. Jaws. Wow. Okay, what's your next one, Deidre?
The Phantom of the Opera.
Oh, okay.
No, a musical.
Yes.
Okay,
there
good.
You go.
Is it
Oh my
because
God,
of the
Gerard
scary?
Butler?
Oh, so a
No,
newer
Gerard
one.
Butler. Yes. Oh my gosh, he sings and he's beautiful, and the drama and the romance and the costumes and the candles. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Wow. That's difference between Jaws and that dude.
Right?
Okay.
She's all over the place. What's number 3?
Gladiator, because how can you not love Gladiator?
I'm seeing a theme. Gerard Butler, Russell Crowe. They're very similar to each other in looks. I think I know where this is going.
Yeah, and then Jaws.
Because Richard Dreyfuss is right there with him.
Yeah.
Oh
it looked
yeah,
just
I mean,
like it.
boy, he's right up there with him, isn't he?
His Morning Crew.
Since we're kind of social distanced and Netflix seems to be everybody's best friend at
Very
this
much
moment,
so.
we started thinking about those top movies that you probably could watch over and over again. If you could zone down to 3, just 3 top 5 that you're like, okay, I'll watch this today and tomorrow
Yeah.
and the next day.
Yeah.
What would that be? So we get a text from Carson. He says, Princess Bride, Remember the Titans. Oh, great movie.
Yeah.
And then You've Got Mail. Or is that Sleepless in Seattle? Because it's the same
It's the same
theme,
people,
isn't it?
but it's a love story, but a little different.
It seems the same to me. I don't know why.
Well, you're a dude.
Yeah.
Gloria says Unstoppable with Denzel Washington.
Yeah,
You see
okay.
that one about the train? It's so good. And then Facing the Giants, and she loves Courageous.
Those are great movies.
Oh, great. I watched Courageous over the weekend.
Did you really?
Yeah.
That's so good. From the Kendrick brothers?
Yeah.
Okay, Charity, your top 3, what are they?
I really love. It's called The Longest Ride. It's an actual movie.
Love
on
that.
Netflix. And then Brain on Fire. Have you watched that one?
I don't even know that one.
Need to watch it. Very good. I think it's actually based on a true story. It's about a girl who ends up with a medical illness, and I actually have a friend who just went through the exact same illness that the girl had. She spent 5 months in the hospital. She was in the Navy. Spent 5 months in the hospital due to this exact same illness. She went through a lot of issues, but outstanding movie.
What's the third one?
Outstanding. Gone with the Wind.
Ah, classic.
And long.
You got to set
Yeah.
aside a whole day for that one,
Yeah, you do. You do.
but it's worth it.
But yeah.
Rob and Liz.
His Morning Crew.
I love how kids are getting through this whole COVID-19 and social distancing. We have heard all kinds of stories about kids, especially when they have a talent. Like we had a couple of kids last week that were playing violin for an elderly.
That's right.
Yeah.
They sounded amazing.
And they were young.
They could be in the symphony.
Yeah, exactly. Now we have Aiden. Aiden is 14 years old, and his mom and dad have done such a good job in showing him how to give back to the community. So his mom takes a little couple, and I think they're in their 80s or 90s, takes them dinner every single night. And so Aiden likes to play the trumpet. He knew that they liked trumpet music and big band music, so he played a song from the 1920s called "Has Anybody Seen My Gal?"
Ooh. Is this him?
Yeah, right outside their window.
Wait a minute. Are they singing with him?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, that's adorable.
Right?
To hear them sing along with him doing the trumpet to that song.
And he's good.
He is.
And he said that what we need and why he did this is he wants everybody to realize kindness doesn't cost anything. You know? It's one of those things you can freely give. Mm-hmm. You don't expect anything back. You just show others kindness. And that, it makes me want to cry thinking about him.
Yeah. And if you can play the trumpet, look what he's doing with his trumpet.
Take whatever talent God has given you and pass it on.
Cookie baking, anything.
Ugly Bakery. I'm going to make something for them.
Hey,
yeah.
Look at Liz go.
His morning crew.
You know who James Dyson is?
Vacuum?
Yeah. Very nice, expensive vacuum cleaners.
That was a guess for me. Because a Dyson vacuum, I just kind of guessed.
Yeah, no, you did well. Well, James Dyson, very intelligent person. He got a personal phone call from the Prime Minister of the UK. His name is Boris Johnson. He's dealing with coronavirus.
Oh, he is?
I think he's on the better end of it right now. Said he had very few symptoms. Anyway, he gives James Dyson a call, and he says, you know what, we need some ventilators. Can you do something to help us out with this? So he came up with, in just a couple of days, a new invention for a new ventilator. The UK is saying they need 10,000 of these. And so James came up with it and donated 5,000.
For real?
Yes.
Wow.
I know. And he says they're already able to manufacture the others, and they're going to start sending them to hospitals all across the world.
That is so good they're doing that.
Right, but this guy, he's like, I can make it better, stronger, faster kind of thing. 10,000 is what are needed
he's
right now.
Brilliant to do it so quick because you're
Right.
thinking vacuum cleaners.
Exactly, and he doesn't just make vacuum cleaners. He makes a hairdryer that I have wanted forever, I think, ever since they came out, but it costs like $400.
So he won't donate it to you?
He would not donate.
No.
I tried to call. I think he blocked me.
What makes it so
Well,
expensive?
See this hair that I have?
Yeah.
I mean, I have so much hair. It takes almost 2 hours to dry it and straighten
Good
it.
2 blow dryers.
I have had to do that.
Are you serious?
It dries it in half the time. So there you go.
Mornings with Rob and Liz.
You got Christmas music coming up on Thursday.
I'm so excited.
Oh, that's going to be so good. We're going to mix it in with all the encouraging and
Right.
uplifting music you already hear on his radio. Christmas is going to be like the cherry on the cake. Isn't that nice?
Yes, and I have a request. I had to hold my hand up because I have a request. Mary, did you know? I already want to hear it.
Look at that. She already went. Danny Goki does
Please?
that too.
Oh,
It's
my
so
goodness.
good.
Yes.
So we're going to declare Thursday Ugly Sweater Day.
Yes.
Ugly Christmas Sweater Day.
That's right.
So we'll have a virtual ugly sweater Christmas party coming up on Thursday. I think this is something that's neat that CEOs are starting to do, and I think the Texas Roadhouse restaurant, the CEO there,
yeah.
you know how he gave up his salary and his bonuses this year to disperse them so the employees at his 500 restaurants can have some kind of income coming in since they're now curbside, just like everybody else. Yeah. And now I'm hearing that there are other places doing that.
Lowe's, evidently, of course, they're hiring a bunch of people, but they're also giving their frontline workers some bonuses. I'm hearing Starbucks is doing kind of the same thing. Maybe AT&T is paying some bonuses. So I like this movement. They're seeing that people are out there that have to work, and they're paying them a little bit extra to do that.
To help them out.
Yeah.
I mean, this is tough.
Right.
Especially since we got to walk through this until at least April 30th.
That's right. And maybe a spouse is out of a job. If these employees are getting the bonuses, maybe it cushioning
with
a
the
little.
furloughs and layoffs
Yeah.
that are happening,
Yeah.
but the hope that we have in sight. Can you imagine the big boom of economy after everybody gets to get out of their house?
I can't imagine how many people are going to be down Main Street, downtown, wherever you are, just engaging and hugging. I'm looking forward to the hugs.
Trying to figure out what I want to do first.
It's
you know?
hard because there's so many things that you're missing that you want to do with your friends. I want to go to the coffee shop and hang out with my girlfriends.
Oh, my. Well, that's going to be good. When
Yeah.
that happens,
Start a list.
so CEOs and companies that are doing those bonuses to help out like that, thank you so much.
Rob and Liz.
His morning crew.
I usually observe a lot, but for some reason I haven't observed yet. If Liz Riles likes frou-frou coffee.
Oh, very much
You
so.
do, so-
I love the sugar-free, add this. I like it extra hot.
Oh, yeah, you did bring that. Oh, what do you call that stuff? That sugar-free syrupy
Yeah,
stuff.
it's like a Tirani syrup and sugar-free hazelnut, but I have almond roca and all. You should see my coffee cabinet that
man.
Joey built for me.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. We have one in our house.
Yeah?
It just has a coffee maker on it and some cups.
Well, I'm sure
We
you
don't
got some creamer and some sugar and stuff.
Yeah, but it's the frou-frou creamer in the fridge,
Yeah.
you know? Amy likes that. Okay, so since we're stuck at home, you probably can't go off to the coffee shop of your choice. I'm going to turn the tables around on Liz. She usually brings you the food in the ugly bakery that she does on Thursdays. Today, I get to tell you how to make whipped coffee.
All right, tell me. Go ahead.
You ready?
Because I'm missing my frappuccinos.
This is easy. This is so easy. I saw it on TikTok.
Yeah?
Some dude in South Korea posted this. And all it is 2 tablespoons of instant coffee. Instant coffee. Get the Sanka.
Bleh.
You'll love the Sanka. It's good. The hot water, the sugar, mix it in a bowl for about 20 seconds. And if you do the electronic thing.
Oh, sure. Like a hand mixer or whatever.
A hand mixer. You can use your spoon if you want.
Yeah.
Then you add the whipped cream, and voila, you can put ice in there, and you have a glass of milk. So it's the ice, voila, whipped coffee.
It's got a lot of air in it.
Yeah, you'll like it. You'll like it.
We have the pictures if you're watching us online, but man, I don't know. I don't know if I would like that.
Oh, you'll like it. Oh, yeah, you'll like it. Sanka, I think, will just fit. Unless you like the Maxwell House instant coffee.
How do you get the granules out of it? Because they never seem to dissolve for me if I've had instant coffee.
That makes it.
Does it?
That makes it.
Adds texture.
A little crunch every now and then of the granule of the
Like a
instant
poppy
stuff.
seed in your teeth.
Yeah, it's great. And then you leave it on the tooth.
I'll let you drink it.
Oh, yeah. Great.
Rob and Liz.
His morning crew.
So here's this young lady.
Yeah.
I call her young.
Yeah. She's
She's
senior.
young at heart. She has this ministry, and it's called Mustard Seed Project. And she does this from her 2-bedroom small apartment.
Yeah.
It's a really small apartment. Here's what she's been doing through the whole COVID-19 thing and the whole social distancing. She wants to make sure that people are fed. So she gets the groceries, she cooks, she packs bags, and she feeds, get this, a little more than 100 families a day.
And this is not a wealthy woman.
No. I mean, she's just in this little small 2-bedroom apartment running this whole outreach, and she packs it up in a blue wagon and hoofs it and just walks to these people's houses and feeds them.
Right.
Make sure they have the food they need.
Yeah, and she's got to be in her mid to late 60s, I would say. And she's getting out there. She knows how blessed she is. That's what I love about that story. She knows how blessed she is, and then she passes that on.
Isn't that great that she is doing this? This is in the Raleigh-Durham area.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact.
Just up the road.
Just up the road, just in our own backyard.
Yeah.
And she's making sure that people are taken care of.
His morning crew.
So there are some hotels around the country that are really stepping up, and especially in New York City. The trend started with the Four Seasons, which is in Midtown. It's a hotel I cannot afford, but it's very swanky. But they are giving their 5-star hotel rooms free to healthcare workers.
That's nice.
Yeah, a lot of those healthcare workers, especially in Manhattan, I mean, they usually take the train in. It might take half an hour to an hour to commute to work. And they said, you need to be here. You're on the front lines. We're going to set you up. So then a lot of the other hotels in Manhattan said, oh, we want in on that. A lot of healthcare workers there right now, even some that are flying in from other parts of the country. And the hotels are putting them up.
They certainly need the help.
Yeah, they do.
It's so horrible right now.
Yeah,
But they're
especially in
bringing
New
some
York.
hope,
They
which
are.
is good.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, so thank you to those hotels, helping out those on the front lines with this COVID-19.
Mornings with Rob and Liz.
I know that schedules have been so whacked, and people had to kind of rearrange a lot of stuff, like Liz had to rearrange a wedding.
Right. And plan it in just a couple of days.
That's crazy, but you pulled it off.
We did, and it was beautiful.
There's a lot of weddings that are doing that. As a matter of fact, on our care community, I don't know if you've joined it just yet. It's a Facebook group where we actually are taking care of each other. Nearly 3,500 people are in the care community saying, "Hey, if you need like Clorox wipes, we know where you can find them,
Right.
and gas at a really cheap, low price, and that kind of stuff." You're probably seeing that yourself. So in the care community, John posts this about his daughter.
Okay.
And how their wedding had to be rearranged and how they're taking it in style. They went to a trip to Chick-fil-A, went through the drive-thru, and decided, we're just going to rap about changing our wedding plans.
The venue, backyard ride, handsome groom, family only is the news. This wasn't the plan, wasn't the way, but we knew that we couldn't delay. We're trusting his move, trusting his time, plus we still get to be man and wife. Soon we'll have a party, so until then we'll pray harder, yo. Thanks for all the love and gifts, and please know we're so sorry.
I love the husband there. The soon-to-be husband.
Yeah.
Yo.
And he just sits there eating his Chick-fil-A and lets her wrap the whole thing.
Getting down those nuggets, you know?
Right.
Way to go. And happy wedding to you. I know
Exactly.
plans are changing and stuff. Liz just lived through this, but John, your daughter's going to get through this.
And they're getting through it together. And it looks like they are going to have a long, happy, fun marriage.
His morning crew.
There is nothing better, I think, than hearing or seeing a baby, and especially a little cute baby dancing. There's a little baby. I saw this on TikTok. Chantel Jankowski posted a picture, a video of her little girl. Looks to be maybe 13, 14 months old, and she's in the cutest little outfit, and she is worshiping.
Really?
Yeah, there's a video of elevation worship with Here Again, and the baby is just swaying back and forth, praising God. I mean, you can see she's just, and I'm sure she's seen mom and dad praise like this before, but she is totally into it.
Oh, my word. That is so nice.
And look at her little baby thighs.
She's showing this to us, and this is the cutest thing. Oh, my word. This is elevation worship.
Yes, Here Again.
Oh, my.
Yeah, and she's enraptured with this music. I mean, you see babies dance. Normally, there's like a little bounce to the knees, but this is back and forth. Her eyes are closed, and she is just in it.
I love it. I love it.
And one thing that if you watch the video, if you see this on TikTok, she has a baby gate around the Christmas tree. Evidently, this was a couple months ago. There's a baby gate.
That's the way you do it. Baby gate around the Christmas tree. Tell you what, we'll post this on our His Radio video replay so that you can see this and share it with others. It will inspire you. You go, baby. I love it.